Yes. Ho, 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 ho! Season's greetings, everyone, boys and girls. Coming up next, the Tampa Native Show.
Otra vez. Come here. Let me say something. I remember Tampa, the way she used to be, the places we would run to, the faces we would see. Yes, I remember Tampa, those precious memories, a city rising on the move, a simple yet progressive groove. I remember Tampa, and she remembers me. Yeah. She remembers me.
Welcome to the Tampa Native Show. Stay tuned now for the fastest 60 minutes in cable broadcast history. Live from the studios at TBCN, the home of the Tampa Native Show. Join your hosts, Mario Nunez, the 15-Minute Girl, and Steve Canella as they celebrate growing up in Tampa. From Shock Armstrong to Shakey's Pizza, from Braddock Street to Buffalo Avenue. Get ready to call in and tell us your stories, because sharing your memories has never been this much fun. And now, Mario Nunez, the 15-Minute Girl, and Steve Canella.
She remembers me.
Well, how y'all doing out there? I just like to say that I know y'all was expecting to see them other people sitting over here at the table now. It's a Christmas show, and quite honestly, you already met Santa Claus. You're going to be here directly. I'd like to introduce the panel to you at this time. That fellow sitting over there with the funny green shirt and the even funnier ears. Hell, he looks like that other boy, but don't be confused. That boy right there, his name is, what is your name anyway, son?
Well, I'm Herbie, the Misfit Elf.
Herbie the Misfit Elf.
From the island of the Misfit Toys.
And let me tell you something, there ain't another fellow on the planet more misfit than that one right there. His name is Herbie.
Thank you.
Concur.
Appreciate that.
This pretty little filly next to me right over here, honey, what is your name?
Well, see, what had happened was Rudolph is really a woman, and her name is Rudolphina.
Well, apparently Rudolph, we didn't know this, but must have been a gelding at some point in time. Can you even be a gelding if you're a damn reindeer? I don't even know what that is all about. But apparently,
That's what happened.
Rudolph, now that we know the rest of the story, is Rudolphina. My name, I know you might be expecting, if that's Herbie the Misfit Elf and this hell's Rudolphina, I might just could be Yukon Cornelius, but I ain't. As you can see, I'm dressed a little differently. Well, let me tell you something about that Yukon Cornelius. I don't like that guy. You know, every time you see him on that damn TV show, been doing it since about 1971 or 2. Hell, every time you see him, he throws up that ice pick and he lands in the ice and he takes it out and he sniffs on it and licks it a little bit. Yahoo, he says, and rats nothing, because he's always looking for something gold, I think. Well, I'm his cousin. You can call me Kodiak Carl. I'm from down south way, you see. Hell, I don't even get up that far and up the Yukon territory. I don't even know. But I'll tell you one thing. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to introduce you to Tampa Santa. He's going to be here in just a minute. Herbie the Misfit Elf, he's going to be taking your emails tonight like he normally does, or like that fellow that sits here looks a hell of a lot like him normally does.
Kind of like that.
Don't let me get confused
Not too much
myself.
Yeah.
But he's going to be taking your emails tonight because we ain't got no phone on the table, because that lady that's usually here on the show, hell, what's her name, Herbie?
Dory.
Yeah, that's her, Herbie, and then Rudolphina's answering me.
Dory.
Hello, Dory.
Herbie, can you hear with them big old ears?
I'm all ears.
Yeah, I bet you are. Anyway,
fine.
Dory ain't here tonight because I guess the other three gave her the night off or something. She must be attending a party or something. So we can't take your calls. We ain't got no screener. But we're going to take your emails. So you got emails, send them to us. Herbie, what's that damn email address?
That email address is goodtimes@tampanativeshow.com. Goodtimes@tampanativeshow.com. Hey, you going to ask Santa for your 2 front teeth? Because I can see you need them.
I do.
In fact,
I do.
He needs
I want to
more
be a
than that.
dentist anyway, so let me
Let me tell you
take a look
something,
at this.
Herbie. If he picks up them pencils one more time, we're gonna have a problem right here on this set. That's the reason that he gets in trouble with that boss man with the elves. Because every time he's supposed to be making a damn toy, he's playing with them damn pincers. Apparently, he wants to be a dentist.
I don't like working on toys. I don't like making toys.
Looks
I
like
wanna
a
learn
wrench to me.
I want to learn about molders, bicuspids, and scissors, and sizers also.
And scissors. All right.
Seems like Herbie's been nipping on that Yuletide eggnog already. I don't know what them in scissors might be, but anyway.
I just don't like to make toys.
So tonight we're going to hear the story of Tampa Santa and how he came to be, and we're going to hear a little bit about Rudolphina and how apparently she came to be. Instead of Rudolph, she Rudolphina. You know, sometimes when you go through puberty and things happen, your body just goes through some changes. All of a sudden you get stuff and you never know.
Earth-shattering news. So.
You never know.
Earth shattering. Sorry.
And we may learn some things about Herbie tonight as well that we didn't know before. But anyway, my name is Kodiak Carl, and if you got a problem with that, hell, you send us an email. Let us know. Well, Herbie, Rudolphina,
I think it's time.
I got 2 things I got to say before we get into the meat of this show. And one of them involves a little situation we had over there at the homestead this week. Well, you know, sometimes it'll happen. Holidays and people eating at your house. And a lot of people using the toilets, if you know what I'm saying. Well, we had a little situation this week where the toilet kind of ran over.
It was more than a little situation.
And it did got a little messy. Did get a little messy, I got to say. Hell, I didn't know what to do. Pick up the damn phone. I called a friend of mine. Went to school with him. Damn sure been in the plumbing business for about 35 years. His name is Gilbert. I believe it's pronounced Artigas. Or maybe it's Artigas. I don't know. He's a Hispanic fella. He's been in Tampa for a long time. Anyway, he sent a truck over to the house and brought one of them big old snakes. Put it in the damn toilet. Snaked some stuff around. You know what? Before I knew it, toilet's working good again, man. I just want to say, if you got a toilet needs unstopping, you better call this fella.
It must have been very draining for you.
Not only was it draining, but I'm going to knock that sumbitch out right over there. He's sitting over there. I'm going to knock him out. I don't like him.
Be careful with my teeth, okay?
I don't know if we can say that word on
I think we
TV.
just did. I think Klondike,
Okay.
I think Kodiak Carl just
Different
did.
kind of night.
So, Mr. Artigas, I appreciate you. Thanks for sending out the A-team and
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
unstopping the toilet, saving the day. Tampa natives, Gilbert Artigas Plumbing. Boy, he got something good going on. There's a bell ring for Gilbert. Now, just today, me and Rudolphina was having lunch. That sounds funny as hell, doesn't it?
Not really.
Me and Rudolphina, we was having lunch over there at that mall. We happened upon this restaurant called Grimaldi's Cold Brick Oven Pizza, something like that's got a fancy ass name. Anyway, this franchise started up there in New York City. Pizza and calzones and all them good stuff. I met this lady over there, Herbie. Her name is Leslie.
Leslie.
She runs that place. She's manager. I walked up to her and I told her, I said, Ms. Ma'am, you don't know me, but this is the first time I'm having lunch over here with y'all, and I like some special treatment.
As usual.
And you know, because Kodiak Carl, he ain't got no shame.
No.
Hell, he walked
does
right up
not.
there and he introduced himself, said, I got this little TV show, and I'd like to talk about y'all tonight, so if you don't mind, can you show us a good table?
They
Herbie?
did.
That woman not only showed us a good table, let me tell you, she sent over her waiter friend there. His name was Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony came over, man, he was just good as could be. Took care of our orders. Man, they brought us this pizza. I don't know what cold brick oven pizza is, but it was sure delicious.
It was, yeah.
And then at the end of that, Miss Leslie come by and she just all sweet as can be. She said, I just want to thank y'all for being our customers today and for being so nice, and here's some cheesecake. Hell, she just laid some cheesecake on us just like that.
3 pieces of cheesecake.
Now, I couldn't even eat
All
a bite of that,
different
Herbie. I got to be honest with you, I couldn't eat a bite. I was so
It's at
full.
home waiting for us, yeah.
But Leslie, to
Thank
you
you.
and to Anthony and to Randy over there at Grimaldi's over there at Citrus Park, I believe they call that Citrus Park Shopping Town, something or another.
Town
Something
Square,
like that.
shopping center.
Yeah.
Easy for Herbie to say. Thank you all. Thank you for taking such wonderful care of us. You all have just an amazing
It were
establishment.
delicious.
And we'll be back. That's Grimaldi's Pizza, y'all, over there at Citrus Park Mall. All right. Take care of that business.
Time for the meat.
Let's bring in the meat, if you will. I mean, hell, I don't even know what I just said right there. Sounded kind of nasty, though. Well, it's Christmas time, and what would Christmas time be without, old St. Nick? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that fellow that opened up the show, here comes a 4-shot right over there. Let me introduce you to Tampa Santa, otherwise known as, well, what do you call yourself there, fella?
Ho, ho, ho! Tampa Santa. Well, when I'm in Tampa, I call myself Tampa Santa.
Where are you from, partner?
When I'm in Schenectady, I call myself Schenectady Santa. And I get to be anywhere I want to be, whenever I want to be.
You're ubiquitous.
There's
Oh,
something.
wonderful.
Excuse me, Herbie, I know you want to be a dentist and everything, but you're using them big old fancy words.
I'm learning that in school, in dentistry school.
You ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous. That means everywhere.
Hell, I thought that was
that's
omnipresent.
Santa Claus.
Santa, will you straighten us up on that?
Well, Mario, Herbie's always been a problem for us.
Herbie's been a problem, and I don't
Herbie
know
has been a problem.
I don't know who this Mario is, but you can call me Kodiak Carl. Hell, I'll be Kodiak Carl
Or
tonight.
Mario.
Because we're trying to stay in character, so we don't
Oh,
fool
that's
anybody.
right.
So we don't fool anybody.
Sorry, Carl.
And I work for Santa, so that makes me a subordinate clause.
Oh, here.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Wow.
Oh, hello. No.
Oh, I got a feeling that it's going to be that kind of night. Ladies and
It's gonna
gentlemen, if
be a
you've had
fun
enough,
time.
if you've had enough of Herbie already,
Got
we're
it.
10 minutes into the show, send us an email and tell us what we should do with him. Because I got a burlap sack over here. We're liable to tie him up. Little brick on the bottom.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that to our friend Herbie, because what happens if we have dental problems, like we had plumbing problems this week?
Kodiak Car, did you do your Christmas shopping at the truck stop this year?
I didn't this year because I didn't do any shopping at all.
No?
Good to know.
How come?
Because, be quite honest with you, I'm having a little trouble negotiating the byways and the highways here, man. Traffic is kind of crazy here
It
in
is
this little
crazy,
town.
yeah.
On the way to the damn studio tonight, somebody took it upon himself to run a hell across the street there, that Fowler Avenue. Mm-hmm. I believe they got hit by a car. So, if there's something on the evening news about a fella getting run over by a car,
Travel by sleigh.
is that the way to do it?
That's the way to travel.
Tampa
Always by
Santa says
sleigh.
we got to travel by sleigh, y'all. I don't
Like
know
to
what
take
that
a
is.
By the
Right on
way,
that sleigh.
even though you have no money, son, there's going to be a package for you under your tree.
Oh, I feel
Absolutely.
Is there going to be a package for me?
Great to know.
not to me.
Package for you as well, my friend. Yes, indeed.
Santa, I
You've
gotta
been
say,
very good. Herbie,
What about me?
not so
Not
much.
so
so much,
much.
Herbie.
So much.
Herbie, you're gonna have a problem, son.
I just don't like making
Hell, I
toys.
just caught a glimpse of Kodiak Carl right there in that damn TV monitor. It looks pretty
frightening.
damn good right there.
I want to be a dentist.
Sort of a cross between.
Dentistry.
Hey, show that photograph there to that camera, Herbie. Let everybody know. There it is. Apparently, Herbie's got a thing for teeth.
I want to learn about molars and incisors and bicuspids.
He said it right.
Oh,
that time.
inciting.
All right, then let's get
practice
back
later.
over here to the subject for which we are all gathered tonight,
Poor Herbie.
and let's talk a little bit about Christmas. Santa, now it has come to our attention that apparently this whole concept of good and being good for goodness sake, well, we've been having trouble with that for a good little while now. We're trying to figure out what is it exactly that we're supposed to do throughout the course of the year. And quite honestly, Santa, why is it that people spend so much money this time of year buying stuff for people they don't give a damn about, and spending money they ain't got, put themselves in hot? Can you please explain some of that to us?
Well, Carl, I have to say that the spirit of Christmas has gotten removed, unfortunately. It's become a time when people think only of gifts, but the truth is, it's a time of love, and it's all about love. And the only way you get to be a good boy or a good girl is if you've been loving throughout the year. If you've loved one another, Santa will have a little something for you in your sock, if you know what I mean. Now, this is why Santa is all about love. Love of every kind. The love of brothers and sisters. The love of women. Love is a good thing. And so that's what it's about. Now, I would like to clarify something else, too, by the way. Carl, I want to let everybody know here, for the boys and girls, so you understand this, because we may have children watching the Tampa Native Show tonight, and I want them to know that some of them believe that Santa Claus does not exist. Huh, can you imagine?
I cannot
This is
imagine.
terrible. He's tracked every year by NORAD. I've been there every time. They watch me. I can't even speak, really. Now, here's the way it works. Not many people know this, but I have a device at the North Pole. Kind of looks like an iPod. And it has two big buttons on it, a red button and a green button. The red button stops time. I can stop time whenever I want. And this allows me to go in and come out and go in and come out. And for you, time has passed, but I've been in there like that in a nanosecond. This is what allows me to travel the world. Number two, this device, by the way, is called the Teslanator. This Teslanator device I have has another button that allows me to exist in multiple dimensions at once. So for all you boys and girls who see Santa at the mall, and then you go home and you see him on TV and you think, how can he be in two places at once? It's because I have the ability to be anywhere I want, at any time, for any time, length of time I want. And this explains much. And this explains my love of Tampa Bay, by the way, because, or the Tampa Bay area, I should say, and Tampa, specifically Tampa. I love its cafe con leche, its good cigars. I come here as often as I can. I have a cousin that lives here, Bernie Kringle.
Oh, Bernie, we know Bernie.
Bernie and his wife Mavis live over in Pinellas, and we come down whenever we can, me and my wife, Mrs. Claus. You all know Mrs. Claus, I'm sure.
Yes, we miss her.
She's renowned for baking cookies, Mrs. Claus. Her name is Bunny. A lot of people don't know that, but I met Bunny Claus many years ago in a club.
What was Bunny Claus doing in the
Well,
club?
she was performing when
That's
I first
right.
met her. She's off camera over here right now. She can't. I wanted her to be on camera here tonight, but we're going to an event later, and she has her hair up in those beer cans.
Oh,
I don't know if you've
yes.
ever seen women do
Yes,
that.
yes.
I know.
Was she naughty or nice?
She's
Yes.
both, my friend. Both at the same time. She has the unique ability to be good and bad at once.
Looks
And
like
this is why.
we have a
What?
rebel without a clause here.
Yes. Rebel without a clause. Yes.
It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be
Santa.
long. Yes.
Well, I got something to say about that,
I'm taking
Santa.
notes.
I got something to say about that, Santa.
My ridiculously oversized pen.
I just like to say that, quite honestly, it sounds to me like, you know, you're there, you're here, you're there, you're everywhere. You're at this house and that house. Hell, you come into the houses that have chimneys, you come into the houses that don't have chimneys. I grew up in Tampa at a time when my home didn't have a damn chimney. And I remember, on account, I kept trying to figure out, how's he going to get in the house? How's he going to bring that bicycle in here? That
Open the
football
window.
uniform, I don't know. I figured he'd come in through the back door if my mom and dad left it open. But anyway, I got a question for you, Santa. I think I understand how you can stop time and how you can be in all them places at one time, but how the hell you get them reindeer off the ground? You know what I mean, Santa? There was a song back in the day by Cheech and Chong. Remember them too? Mm-hmm. Cheech and Chong, funny guys. Anyway, they talked about, you know, a little magic dust. You know, sprinkle a little magic dust and a little bit more magic dust, a little bit more magic dust. Before you know it, the damn reindeer are flying. What say you, Santa? How the hell do you get them reindeer off the ground?
Well, Mario, you're absolutely right.
You call me Mario one more
I mean,
time, we're gonna have a problem.
Carl, I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna dump some of this eggnog right on your
I'm
head
sorry.
Eggnog and moonshine.
on live TV.
I'm sorry. Santa's stepping all over it. But
It's Klondike Carl, Santa. Now, you get it right.
I know you.
Get it right.
You
Kodiak.
look so much like a friend of mine named Mario.
There you go.
I have to say, he's a ruggedly handsome individual.
Santa's making up ground right there.
What I'd like to say is, this expression, he's everywhere. That is how that expression came, by the way. That
All
was
right.
originally about me.
All right. We'll go for some of that.
We do make magic dust at the North Pole, and that magic dust, I sprinkle it all over the reindeer, and it causes the gravity to escape away from them, and it allows them to float. And then, with their hooves, in a kind of aerodynamic fashion, they manage to move through the air. It's really quite amazing. Also, if I put that all over their antlers, it kind of pulls them skyward, heavenly, upward, if you will. And so this is how I do that. Now,
Herbie, what do you make about this fella?
I got another question for Santa
I don't know.
Claus. Santa Claus,
go right ahead, young girl.
are you an alien?
Well, I want you to know that Santa's older than, well, just about time itself. I've been here for a long, long time.
Yes, you have.
I was here in the beginning, and
And you always look the same, Santa.
well, you know, I aged quickly, and then fortunately, I have a good surgeon. But yes, Santa is really all about love, my dear. I am just the elf of love,
All right.
and I'm about love, and love is everything.
Santa, I have a
would agree
question.
with that.
You have 11 elves, and if you hire me, I'll be the 12th. You have 11 now, and I'll be the 12th elf.
Santa, I'm going to apologize for Herbie
It's
one
gonna be
last
going
time.
like this for
Because I'm not
You know, Carl, this is why
I am not quite
this
sure
is
how
why
this,
Herbie has not advanced in our group very far.
this is why Herbie is a dentist.
I just want to be a dentist.
He just wants to be a dentist, but I can tell you with certitude.
I don't have the nerve, though.
With certitude, he doesn't have the nerve to be a dentist. We're going to give him a damn root canal on live TV. I'm going to tell you right now.
He
I'm going
does
to chase
have
that
his
camera around until I
place.
find
He
it.
does
Now,
nice things for us.
Well, probably if he
he
could just
is
close that cavity. For
a
moment.
man for all seasons. That would be Herbie the Misfit Elf. Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we want to hear your memories of growing up in this magical, mystical, wonderful town we call Tampa. We want to hear all about your favorite memories of that wonderful morning you woke up, or in some cases, the Latino boys and girls, hell, they used to open up their gifts at midnight on Christmas Eve. You know, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Something they call Noche Buena. I don't even know what that means, but they call it that. It's a funny name. So send us your email with your Bolita number. Herbie,
That's going to be like pulling teeth.
what are we going to give away tonight? And if you say another one, Herbie, I'm going to come across. What are we doing? What are we
have
doing
a-
tonight, Herbie? What are we giving away, son?
Tonight we're giving away one of these special Tampa native shirts. Here we go. One of the legacy shirts with the baseball diamond on the back.
Oh, that one.
If you like baseball, this is the perfect shirt for you. Look
That's
at
a
this.
beautiful shirt.
Santa, this
Santa,
is Santa, you made this, correct?
Santa, we're going to give away. That's hard work. Your Elf's Workshop. We're fixing to give some of them away tonight. So, as we progress here on the Tampa Native Show, send us your emails, Herbie. While you're sitting there studying teeth, son, you got any emails you want to talk
You know,
about?
we did. And in fact, Carl, I had a quick question.
All right, let's hear it, man, because
Now-
I am ready for whatever you got.
Your Christmas tree, I heard that you decorated it with fishing lures. Is that true? Is that true?
Well, you know, I do fancy myself a fisherman.
Okay. I was just curious. And how about that
Oh, you're
Rudolph?
a gardener.
Because if I said no, I got a feeling Herbie had something for me now. Herbie, I'm gonna say no because I know it's disappointing. There, you had it already. You
I
had
heard
it
one
already.
more thing.
I threw you a little curve. Ask me that question again,
I
Herbie.
heard one more thing about you.
All right.
Your Rudolph lawn ornament in the front yard?
Yeah.
I heard you've been using that for target practice. Is that true?
Oh my, that would be sad.
I'm writing that down. Santa.
That's not true, is it, Sam? Is it?
Well, you know, I can't tell a lie because Santa's right over here. It's kind of like being in confessional. Remember when we were kids and you had to go in there and you sat in that funny room because it was quiet and it was dark and there was a fellow on the other side of that little burlap flap. Hell, you're supposed to tell him the things bad that you did, man. And I don't know, man. It was kind of scary. Was it scary for you, Herbie? Did you ever have to go through that, Herbie? Did you ever have to go in that little dark little room, that wooden thing, and you had to kneel? Now you apparently had to kneel, and you had to go clasp your hands like this, be a good little boy, and say something like, "Forgive me, Santa. I did some bad stuff," and then tell him something. Did you ever do that?
No, I was always a good elf.
Damn, I knew that about you, Herbie.
And you know what? We do
Let me
have one of
ask
them.
you this, did the person on the other end, did they tell you their bad things too?
Well, you know,
Was it reciprocal?
I was a little Kodiak Carl then, and I didn't have my worldly views like I have today. And quite honestly, it was a difficult thing for me to offer a counterpoint. Because
Okay.
quite honestly, I was terrified, and I wanted to get out that little room so
Yeah, it sounds
fast.
pretty scary to me.
He gave me that couple of Our Fathers and a triple play of Hail Marys, and I thanked him. I got the hell up out of there. You know, I went up there. I said, "Man, I don't want to go in there again." It was kind of scary.
And you know, Carl, all of the fathers, they report all of those sins to me, so I can have that information on my list.
On your naughty
I
or nice
figured
list.
that's where that stuff
right.
was going,
That
man. I
makes
didn't
all
have a
the
good
sense in
idea,
the
but
world.
now you see
Now
when
we
you start
know.
to connect them dots.
Naughty or nice.
Santa's here. We're talking about the thing.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
And I want you to know that I'm going to overlook some of those things you did when you were a little boy.
Wasn't too good, was it?
There's
Sam?
quite a few.
I'm getting a little claustrophobic in here.
Herbie.
But we do have an email
Read
from
us a
one of
couple
them.
emails, man. Come on now,
we
we're
do.
dying over here.
Amos McCoy. He sent us an email.
Oh,
great.
Amos
We haven't
McCoy.
heard
What's he
from
got to
Amos
say
for
for
a while.
himself?
Well, you know the show is about your favorite Christmas gift. So
It
he writes,
is.
My favorite Christmas present was a Western Auto True Tone transistor radio. It was my iPad of the day.
Western
Thought it was-
Auto,
yep.
man.
Thought it was
we
in
talked
heaven.
about that on this show, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't talk about it because hell, this is the first time we host the show.
I can share that pretty much all of my gifts came from Western Auto too.
Western Auto bicycles,
and
too.
one of them was a transistor radio, and that was my favorite gift.
And he
so.
did everything with the transistor radio.
Santa, I had an agreement with Western Auto, and we delivered
Radio Shack too, I bet you.
a lot. But I remember delivering that to Amos's house. He was a good boy that year. I remember that.
He's
very
always
well.
a good
Amos is a good feller, man. Well, will we have it on good account? We don't know him personally. Or
Excuse my voice. I have a little bit of a tinselitis right now.
Oh God, it's going to continue
It's,
like this, right?
you know.
This is how it's
we
gonna
can't. We don't even know what to say. Any other emails there, Herbie?
We have one from Alyssa Governale.
Okay.
Are we taking bleeding numbers today?
we
Yeah,
are.
no,
Okay.
we have to.
Yes.
Now, let's
Well,
let's write them
Bleeding
down
number
right there.
bleeding number 12 for Alyssa. Her mother is 56.
Is
Not her age, but her bleeding number.
Is she even bothering to send any kind of information like my
What's her
favorite
mother's
Christmas gift
name?
was? or-
No, Sylvia.
What's her
Sylvia,
name?
56,
It's 20.
right?
It's
I like
22.
those ears
22?
my boy Herbie has over there.
Which
brother.
one is
He
it?
has
Oh, that's,
ear holes.
Rick.
You notice that, Santa?
I noticed
Okay, you're
that.
confusing
He's
me.
actually got it.
Yeah, 12.
That's some
Rick
crazy
is
ass
who?
stuff right there. And you know what?
56?
Them ear holes.
22 is Rick.
Carrying on
Right.
their own damn conversation.
Governal?
right there.
Okay.
There, I believe that ear hole
Terry's 56.
is big enough you can put a Q-tip in
Okay.
there.
What'd you say?
There it is. Look at that boy.
Couldn't hear
hey,
you.
did she even bother to put a story with that? She just wants to win a prize.
She just wants to win that shirt.
Ain't that something?
It's-
All right.
You know, Carl, let me just say that
We got
please
rules around
inspire
here.
some stories coming in on your email.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
On the emailatron you got going on. I want you to know that as I scour the planet, giving out gifts every Christmas, I fly to Phoenix, I fly to Detroit, doesn't matter where I go,
By the time you get to Phoenix,
Turkestan,
she'll be rising.
London, Madrid. But when I fly over Tampa, I feel the love coming out of the homes of all these little children, Latino, African American, redneck, whatever they may be, whatever kind
Cracker.
of people, cracker.
Yeah.
Excuse me, crackers.
Speaking of
Wow.
Kodiak Carl, I heard another rumor that your Christmas lights outdoors are bug zappers. Is that true?
It ain't true. You know what? They should have drowned this young fella when he was a kid. Santa, I don't even know what to say, but I got another question. I got a question for Santa, and it has more to do with that special place. You see, sometimes here on live TV, that's me, Santa. That ain't you. You dropped a little earpiece. That was me, Santa. Santa, that was me, Santa.
All right. Oh,
Santa, Santa, relax. That was me. So let me just add this.
I thought it was my pacemaker.
Let me
fell out.
add this to the conversation, Santa. Quite honestly, you know, Tampa's been around for a little while. And we have it on good account that there are some folks up to some mischief. They want to do stuff like, I don't know, change the name of this town, you know. Hell,
Change the name?
You hear stuff like Tampa Bay this, keeping you safe in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's #1 radio station. My question to you, Santa, is if these people that are up to no good, let's say they're up to mischief, is there any way that we can put them on your SOL list? You know what I mean, Santa? Because we have it here at this particular Tampa Native show that is a sin of the sinniest sin kind. We can't have it, Santa. We don't know what to do, and we're looking for guidance. Can you help us?
Well, Mario, Carl, let me say.
Hell, you can just call me Mario, man. 'Cause
No, I apologize.
no,
Carl.
I think Santa's had too much
I think,
eggnog.
I think
You know,
by the time the
it is
day's
that
over,
time of
hell,
year
I might
after
change my
all.
name. It might
This
make it
dog
easy.
is good.
It
I
is
have to say.
good.
It's very good.
It's a good dog, ain't
It
it?
affects his
It
noggin.
will affect your memory, that's for sure.
It will, and
So let us talk a little bit about that, Santa. Please set us straight and let everybody here in Tampa know. Look right into your camera and say, you know,
Have a camera?
as I lay my
I will
head,
exploit that if possible.
as I lay my head on the bed at night. Go ahead, Santa. Finish that story.
Well, when Santa flies over the area, Santa can see well the great Tampa Bay. And it's called the Tampa Bay because of Tampa. Let's make that connection, ladies and gentlemen. Ho, ho, ho! And so what I want to say is that if you live in St. Pete, I would assume you'd be proud of St. Pete, as well as Dunedin, Dunellen, Tarpon Springs, and all the others. And so consequently, why would you want to call this the Tampa Bay when it's Tampa? The city is Tampa, and it should always be called Tampa. And by the way, did you know that the word Tampa comes from the early natives, comes from the word sticks of fire.
I knew that.
And so it's not sticks of fire in the water. That would be Tampa Bay.
Correct.
It is sticks of fire.
Sticks
So I agree with you, Carl. Absolutely. That it should be Tampa.
I was thinking about
Yes.
that the other day, Santa, and you know, the thought. Hell, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right there. The thought came to me that, you know, there's a city out there on the West Coast called San Francisco. And there's a body of water there that lies between San Francisco and Oakland.
Been there many times.
And that's actually San Francisco Bay.
Absolutely.
And you know, there's an island out there in San Francisco Bay. They call it the Rock.
The Rock.
That's one of the United States' most notorious federal penitentiaries, and it's been there forever. And nobody wants to go there. It's closed down now. It's a museum. But hell, that place right there is in the middle of the bay. It's called San Francisco Bay. Now, if you buy into the fact that that body of water is called San Francisco Bay, do you think the people from Oakland would appreciate people saying like, welcome to San Francisco Bay? First of all, I ain't from San Francisco Bay. That's where the fishes hang out. And the people that tried to escape from that damn prison, they just ended up in that's a watery tomb.
The Birdman. It's been many years
Birdman
there.
of Alcatraz. You know what I'm saying? That's Burt Lancaster. That fellow was over there and made that movie. Anyway,
Santa, he didn't get any presents, did he?
I'm just trying to say that
He got a few, but just some
got a
bird
bird.
feed,
San Francisco Bay,
a couple of cages.
Tampa Bay is a distinct difference, and we need to draw that. And let me just throw, while I'm out there talking some stuff, can I say one more thing? And I'm gonna leave
Just
it.
one, though.
I'm gonna leave it right here. You know, Herbie, I don't know. You fancy yourself a baseball fan?
I fancy myself as one.
All right. You know, there's a fellow that I hear tell us from Tampa, and he just went into the Baseball Hall of Fame here recently.
No.
Yeah. You know, that's a pretty big honor there. You know, you get in there, you Hall of Fame. You know, because not everybody can get in there.
Nope.
Got to be special.
Oh, yeah.
They won't even let Santa in there.
It's like dentistry school.
Well, let me just say to you now, I don't know, this fellow's name is LaRusse, I believe. Tony
yeah.
LaRusse. And I seen him on an interview here recently. Hell, he didn't even mention the fact that he was from Tampa. Kind of makes me sad. Makes me sad. I'm thinking I got to write a letter to Santa now and tell him, hey, nothing but a lump of coal for that fella. Can we just come to grips with the reality? See what I mean, Santa? I don't know.
So you're saying you take it personally then?
I'm saying that why are you going to deny the fact that you're from a certain place that is a holy land when it comes to baseball and all things of that ilk? And all of a sudden you make it to the pinnacle, you make it to the highest mountain, and you ain't even going to take a minute to say, I'd like to thank my friends, people that I played a little league with back in my hometown, Tampa. I don't know, makes me sad, Santa. Makes me sad. Herbie, what you got to say for yourself?
Well, all I can say is, pardon me for one moment here. I just took me an Elfie.
Oh, I don't even know what to do with that boy. Hell,
I heard a cackle somewhere in the
I
room.
wish,
Oh,
I wish that his mama would have left him on the
You know,
doorstep somewhere else.
I had a bad situation happen to me this week. I had to go to court. And the judge, you know what the judge told me?
I can hardly wait.
He said, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
And what'd you say, Herbie?
I said, yes, Your Honor. I promise.
Hell yeah, I would. Santa,
He makes all of the dentures, though, we send out. I want you to know that.
Yeah.
Santa,
Yes.
how long has it been since You've been around? What is your story? What is your family history? Now, look, I'm looking at Herbie. Now, Herbie claims that he's 3 or 4 times removed from the original people came over here to this part of town from someplace in Italy. I don't even know where it is.
They went to Elfis Island.
They went through Elfis Island, came in, they had them pointy ears. People said, you guys are from Elfis Island. And Rudolphina, I believe she's from the South.
Yes,
somewhere.
she is.
But she got here as quickly as she could.
I did.
Myself, I know Cordiac Carl, it don't make no sense, but I was born from some Hispanic people, and hell, I don't know, the stork probably dropped me off. But Santa, what's your story? Where are you from?
Well, Carl.
Thank you, because you almost said that name again. I see
Carl.
that it almost came out your lips.
No, I was just.
You can't see his lips, though.
I was going to say something else, but it had sounded that way.
All right. Go ahead, Santa. Go ahead.
Well, you know, Santa's people come from, we are actually the original elves.
Yes.
I am an elf too, like Herbie, although of a distinction different. He's a subgrade.
You're subgrade elf?
We can see that.
Subordinate
Yes.
clause.
He's a subordinate clause, yes. But yes, I am a jolly old elf as well, and so is Herbie. Ironically, we're related, not through dentistry, by the way, but in some genetic sense. But we come from the jolly elves.
Jolly elves.
And the jolly elves are, we're all about love and indulgence, and this is why we end up with bellies like bowls full of jelly. You know, it's because we love to eat and drink and party, have fun. When I'm down here in Tampa, I always like to go to all the local bars and establishments and say hello to my friends here in Tampa. But we're elfin, basically. Old elfins. We've been here before humans on Earth, and been here a long time.
Well, good, because I got
That's why the ears are bigger.
Maybe you came from the inner earth.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe Mordor or one of them
Yes,
places,
one of those.
fancy places like that.
Mordor could be from Mordor, I'm sure.
The North Pole.
The other question I think that's preeminent in my mind is, you know, when you spend a lot of time out in the Yukon territory, and there ain't a lot of daylight in the wintertime, and hell, ain't a lot of people around.
But you've
neither.
not been in the Yukon.
Only once.
Okay.
Only once, but hell, it was a long night. I got to be honest with you. My question is, sometimes you look up in the sky and you see the stars and you see things moving around, twinkling, and I'm just wondering, is this all there is, Santa? I mean, is there something else out there? Is there something else out there to complete the story? Are we some kind of an experiment here? I mean, I know I'm looking over there, Herbie. Hell, I can tell you that's true. Because Herbie's a damn experiment.
Well, you know, you're kind of saying
something gone awry.
You're kind of saying, you know, what's it all about, Herbie?
That's right.
That's about what
Or
I'm saying
Santa.
right there.
Are you
That's
calling me
about
a
what I'm
misfit?
saying.
Santa.
And I'd like to know, Santa, is it possible? Is there around the next corner? Is there something else for us? Is there something else out there?
Well, you know, we are here to love each other. And of course, this is where we make our mistake when we don't. And so war, famine, all of the prejudices of man, all exist in the absence of love. And so, I just want to say that I'm all about the love. If you love your fellow man, you can't go wrong. And this is what we need to learn. This is what we were put here to do.
Well,
Is to
Santa,
love each other.
along those lines of talking about love and sharing the love and loving each other and loving us, there's a lot of love going on.
And love in a hot tub, too, by the way.
Oh,
I just like to say,
Wonderful
Santa.
thing.
I just like to say, Santa. I noticed that you came in tonight to the studio with a little bag or something, and I'm wondering if
Little
there's
bag of
love in
treats.
that bag, and if it's possible, you might be able to share some of that with us.
Well, I also have my little, as you can see, my
Love
little
ball.
fuzz ball. A lot of people ask Santa, why does he have this ball on the end of his cap?
It's a legitimate question, Santa.
Kodiak
And
Carl?
You know why rabbits can't powder their nose? The puff is on the wrong end.
I'm right.
Write that
All
down.
right.
There you go.
Now
Eddie.
I see how
There you
you're
go.
related.
Learn from the master. Now, but this is my little ball, and it's put there so Santa can find the end of his hat. That's the only reason it's there.
Kodiak
I'll
Carl,
let you know.
you're
Now,
affecting my self-esteem. I hope you know. And we did get an email from Alyssa. She wants to correct you. She writes, okay, Kodiak Carl, you're funny. My mother, my favorite childhood Christmas gift was a bike from Zayres. We are enjoying the show.
Zayres, she
Zayres.
says.
Real close.
We had our first Zayres reference. Hell,
Zayres.
somebody out there write in
Zayres.
and tell us you got your bicycle from Monkey Wars, and why don't we just complete the set?
there's, yes.
Alyssa,
Who doesn't remember
we
Zayres?
appreciate you writing back in. Now listen,
Santa delivered for
it's
Zayres
only
as well.
because it's only because Herbie the Misfit Elf is complaining every week. Says this woman Alyssa, she sends in these emails, got 35 numbers on it. She never writes nothing. Says my grandmother, my uncle, my daddy, my mama. Okay, but we appreciate you sending that in. Now we want to know, Alyssa, did you have terrazzo flooring at your house? Because apparently Herbie did, and I'm willing
We
to
have a
tell
video
you
of
right now they must have dropped him
We
on
have a
that.
video of
They must have
terrazzo
dropped
floor?
him on his head a couple of times. Herbie,
Oh,
you got proof?
Can we show that video?
I believe we ought to do
It's
that.
terrazzo floors.
I believe we ought to do that.
That's
Now,
all it is?
First of all, let me ask you this.
Just the floors.
Let me ask you this, Herbie. How long is that video?
49 seconds.
All right, why don't you set
timed
it
it
up
out.
for us? Why don't you go to that two-shot and you can set that up for
That'll
us
be
there,
time
Herbie.
for us to
Imbibe.
Well, why don't we just go ahead and do that, Herbie? Why don't you set
liquidate.
that up?
Let's go ahead.
Take
and
your
liquidate
time.
our,
Here we go.
Take your
This
time.
video here is 1961 Christmas. Check out the terrazzo floors and also the 2 big bags of candy at the end of the video.
Yum.
Erica, let's go ahead and roll that. Is that moonshine and eggnog again?
What's out there, Carl?
You're sitting. You gotta read.
Not enough.
All right, now apparently we just saw that Herbie, the Misfit Elf, grew up in a house somewhere in Tampa with some hard flooring, something called terrazzo, that we all remember because hell, if you stub your toe on it or you knocked your head,
Or you
you
drop something
And it
on
was
it.
Terrazzo, I believe that sounds Italian.
I believe you're right,
It must
Sam.
have
Think
been,
you're right.
because, hell, I believe Herbie's from that Italian extraction. Anyway,
very
we
cold.
appreciate y'all watching tonight. Please do send us your email. Tell us about your favorite Tampa
A
memory.
memory from your childhood,
We-
please.
favorite
Santa
gift.
loves it.
We're running short on time. We're running short on alcohol. We need to keep drinking.
But we're not
Oh.
running short on puns.
And no,
because
no.
Steve will, oh, excuse me.
Oh, apparently
Who's
it
that?
must
Sorry.
be infectious.
It must
Who's that
be-
guy?
Everybody's forgetting who their character is supposed to be tonight. Hell, you can't.
Where's the hot tub?
This lady's got a red nose. You can't forget who she is. Anyway, Herbie, I believe he was going to call for some pictures, but before we do that, Santa's got a gift bag here. He wants to share.
I like
with
gifts.
us.
Great.
Oh,
Love gifts.
normally I have my large bag, but this is my
Is that your
Sack.
portable travel sack there,
this
Santa?
is my sack I bring in for small events.
Because we were not good this year. That's why we got smaller.
And well,
Smaller
first of
gifts.
all, Herbie, I want you to know that even though you are not one of my stellar employees in the workshop, I have brought you something that, well, I think symbolizes who you are as an elf. Some Whoppers.
What does that mean?
A box of Whoppers.
You tell Whoppers.
Herbie,
Because you
just for you, son.
That's
you
affecting
tell
my
the Whoppers
self-esteem.
and you, there it is. And then
I'm an elf.
our beautiful Rudolphina, whose red nose, my dear, I tell you, if Bunny was not here off camera,
Never mind.
there would be I'd have to engage a little conversation with you.
a little Eskimo kissing, maybe, Santa, huh? A little bit of that Eskimo kissing.
And so I wanted to bring to you some chocolate kisses
Oh, special.
because it is sweets to the sweet,
I
my dear.
love kisses.
There you go.
Santa. Thank
Very
you.
good. And of
I'll
course,
share my
Carl,
kisses.
What'd you get him?
what kind of gift would be suitable for a man who is a manly man?
A fishing lure.
And so I decided that I could have brought sledgehammer. I considered for a
new
brief
BB
time
gun.
maybe some shaving cologne. But I decided that I would bring you one of Tampa's finest cigars. It's a cigar that when I swing down low on the 7th Avenue in Ybor City, I like to grab these Don Barcos. It's an amazing cigar. And so there it is for you, sir. I'm smoking one myself this evening.
Thank you, Santa.
Courtesy of King Corona.
Thank you,
Courtesy of
Santa.
King Corona. Another fine place, much like the North Pole, a magical place.
Be careful,
Full of
Santa.
Full of love.
This might be a good time to mention. This might be a good time to mention Mr. Don Barco and his King Corona Cigars and Cafe over there on 7th
Yes.
Avenue. Just a short walk east of 15th Street and 7th Avenue, on 7th Avenue. Because you know what? I hear it on good account that the boys and that girl that typically work this show on Thursday nights at 7, they're going to be there on Monday about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, why, you might ask, on a Monday at 1 o'clock? Herbie, you got any ideas?
No idea.
I'm fixing to tell you. Because there's a fellow over there that works for the Tampa Tribune. His name is Paul Guzzo. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
I think
Paul
it's
Guzzo?
Guzzo.
Maybe it's Paul Guzzo. Hell, I don't know. I got a funny accent. Anyway, Mr. Guzzo contacted that crew today and he said, hey, I'd like to do a little story on y'all. Y'all some interesting people. You've got some good things you're doing over there at that Tampa Native Show. Well, I heard this today. So anyway, he's asking all of the fans of the Tampa Native Show, the thousands and thousands of you out there, and I know there are, quick, get a pencil and write this down.
Sharpen it.
P. Guzzo, that's P-G-U-Z-Z-O, at TampaTrib.com. If you got a funny story about Tampa growing up, maybe something that Mr. Guzzo don't know about, or if you'd like to say something complimentary about that crew that works the Tampa Native Show, send him an email. Because he's going to do a little story about them three. I believe his name is Tampa Steve, 15-Minute Girl, and that boy Mario Nunez. Anyway, they're going to be a camera jumping around on me there. I got to go this way, got to go
You got to
that way.
keep up.
But I'm
Carl.
keeping up, man. I'm keeping up. Anyway, if you got something you want to say, please, pguzzo at tampatrib.com. Santa got some good things to say. Herbie, what you got? I heard something going on with your computer right there now. You got something else to say?
You know, actually, Alyssa's mom lived on Ellicott. They had terrazzo floors too. So
There
how about
you
that?
go.
Oh, nice.
It's a small world.
Small world.
They're
Herbie,
watching.
after all.
They're listening. They're taking care of business. Rudolph,
You know-
you look so sweet, darling. You got something to say?
I do have something to say.
What you gonna say,
we
darling?
kind of went past the 15-minute mark. That's what that girl does that sits here sometimes.
What does she do, baby?
She says we have 15 minutes left.
Your eyes are so pretty.
Oh, thank you,
There was something else
Carl.
going on that was supposed to happen with them eyes tonight. I can't remember what. Did
Oh,
you
I
even-
know. I didn't do that. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll do it for you at home.
And I'm not sharing.
Oh,
these-
hell, here we go. Merry Christmas, everyone. Apparently, Kodiak Carl is on to something right here. I don't know what that means.
I'm not sharing these with anyone. I'm being elfish tonight.
You better bust open them whoppers, son, because...
Being very elfish.
All right.
What about those pictures?
I was going to say, Herbie,
better
you
run
have.
through 'em.
We better run them.
Yes, we need to see.
All right,
the
oh,
pictures.
Santa,
Yes.
Santa, if you will indulge us for just a minute. Herbie, it's your time to talk, son.
My turn to talk.
Call for the pictures and narrate that. Let's go through
Take it away,
Let's
Herbie.
bring these pictures in, Erica.
Take it away.
Start from one, and we'll just go right through them
Herbie.
because we don't have much time.
Yeah, we don't.
And we'll let you guys chime in as they come up. Hey, look at this. Season's
great
greetings.
shot.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Is that Tampa?
That's that place, Tampa, not Tampa Bay. Mm-hmm. And that's Christmas time.
That's one for you, Herbie.
And
There's that beautiful crest
let's
building.
keep right on going, Erica.
Just,
There we
yeah,
go.
look at that. Who's that lovely people?
That is Rudolphina as a very small child.
And apparently Santa. Look,
And
Santa,
Santa, look,
you look just
there
about
you
the same,
are.
Santa.
I don't change much.
You haven't
No.
changed a bit,
Oh,
Santa.
I tell you.
Not much.
That's a wonderful shot right there.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that handsome devil.
He
Keep
certainly
on going.
is.
I'm telling you. I
Keep
look
on
good.
going.
Very good.
Next.
Let's keep on going.
The women love me.
There it is. Oh, I love
There's
this
that little
picture
girl
right here. Who is
again.
this?
That's the 15-minute girl when she was
Oh, she's adorable.
a little girl.
She was only.
That must have been one of her favorite
Little
Christmases.
tyke.
That
She was
was
the
a happy
5-minute girl
day.
then.
I remember you then, young lady. I do.
Sweet. Look at
I
Santa.
was a good little girl.
Look at Santa with
That's-
his reindeer up on the
That's
roof.
Braddock
right there.
Street. Look at that.
Look at
Is
that.
that a place in Tampa?
Christmas on Braddock Street.
Look at all those dolls.
Look at all those little crumb crunchers.
Santa made those. I helped.
Oh, who are these adorable?
This is Mikey and Callie Sabino.
I love
Oh,
them.
cute.
You know what? Those are some cutest kids.
Those are
Look-
some nice people.
That's that Mario Nunez guy.
I believe it is. When he was a young little
He
whippersnapper,
looks
look
like
at
he's
him.
a chubby little guy.
That's
Young
right.
little-
I remember the little chubs.
You remember him?
He was a little puffy
Little
boy.
snapper whipper.
Yes, he was a cute little kid. I guess that's him there. As a younger fellow there, about 19 or 20 years old. Look at all them presents stacked up. Santa, you did a good job bringing them presents over there to that house.
Well,
Well done,
if
Santa.
Mario was here, I'd say
You'd
thank
tell him something, would you? Been trying to tell him all night, Santa. I know. Keep rolling with them pictures. We got more pictures coming. Look at that.
Oh,
Hey,
I
there's that
recognize
Mario
that
right
lady.
there. Apparently, that's that 15-minute girl too. She was a young, good-looking woman right there.
Still is.
She still is good looking. Right there. There's two kids right there. Hell, you know them kids, Rudolphina? You know them kids right there? She can't even talk right now. I'll tell you who those kids are. Apparently that Mario
Those are my kids.
and that 15-minute girl got together and made a couple babies.
That's Dan Perez with his binoculars.
Look at Dan Perez.
He's
with
already
his-
winning them.
Wow.
He's already got them
What
on
was
though.
Dan Perez doing?
Had a head full of hair.
Oh, there he is right there.
There's
That's
that
that Dan
Dan, too.
Perez boy right there. Look at that silver Christmas tree.
I had one of those.
Everybody did.
Hey, that's that Steve Canello's uncle and his sister.
Oh, is that what
wow.
that is? Oh, all right.
Christmas didn't start without him.
Oh, is that Uncle George?
That's Uncle George.
Very
Who's
nice.
that?
And how about this picture right here?
That's,
Looks like
that's Tampa Steve again.
that's
and his
Tampa
sisters,
Steve and
yeah.
his terrazzo
Oh, wow.
floor.
On a hard, cold terrazzo floor.
Man,
How about that bike?
Special bicycle.
Tampa
Banana
Banana
seat, sissy bar.
Oh,
high
I
speed.
remember that bike. I delivered that. It
Thank
was,
you, Santa.
Tough that.
I was going to say,
You know,
it
whatever-
might have been a
favorite
tough,
Christmas gift.
That's a big. Well,
tough thing to put in the
The
sleigh.
banana seats made
Yes,
it hard to get
yes.
in and
That's
out.
Yeah.
sissy bar. Hey,
hard
I don't know what that-
They're hard to peel though.
They, oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh,
Santa. Sometimes I wish
see
we.
my socks there. I don't know that.
I still wish we had that Teslanator, Santa. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yes.
We could put Elf.
Maybe make him
we
go
could
to
put
another
Herbie the Elf
planet.
in there and just make
Well,
him go
you know,
back to
Santa
another-
has the Teslanator, but I'm the only one allowed to use it, unfortunately, and that's just the way it is.
I think we need some elfin magic.
elfin magic, because Herbie has no elfin idea. If you know what I'm saying.
Ah, here we go, Santa. Now we're warming up.
No elfin
More
idea.
eggnog.
And I heard
Here, let's have a cheers.
now, Santa, during the winter you fly the sleigh and the reindeer, but during the summer I heard you drive a Harley Davidson. Is that true?
Oh, God.
That's
It's getting
true.
worse.
That's why I'm wearing my
Drives a
Harley.
Harley.
It's getting
Stretching.
worse.
I like it, Santa.
Harley Davidson.
More
I like it.
eggnog for Steve.
All right, let me ask you one
I'm
question.
going to go back to
Santa.
my book.
Santa, if we do something over here on this Tampa Native show, it's kind of special. We call it a Bolita drawing, and we put everybody's name on this paper over here with a fancy number. Then we commence to drawing balls. We get in there and we pick us a ball out. And closest to without going over, Herbie. I believe that's what it is. Closest to without going over gets a chance to win a T-shirt.
By the way, did you know that when they first played Bolita, they called it the tossing of the bag? Ho, ho, ho.
I did
That's
not
what
know
they
that.
called it.
Well, it's a kind of a long name
It
for a
goes
game.
back a long time in Tampa.
All right,
Tossing
let's
of
do
the
that
bag.
right quick on account. Just before we get off the air, we need to take care of some thank yous before we get off the air. Because on account this is our last show of the year. And we feel privileged to be here, sitting here, doing this show for you guys tonight. Now, let me tell you something. These people that sit here at this table, that Tampa Steve fellow, that 15-minute girl, that Mario fellow, they really do appreciate the opportunity to come here to you each and every week, tell you stories about a wonderful city we call Tampa, where we grew up, fondness and affection. And you know, it's all about keeping that city alive in your heart and the memories of those wonderful old times, because Tampa has changed considerably over the years, and it's changing ever faster every year. And if we're not careful, we feel like in our hearts things might just kind of fade away. But we're determined not to let that happen. We want to take the opportunity. Herbie, go ahead and grab that bag. We're gonna
do
pull
it.
a number now.
I want to pull a tooth
Are
instead.
there any more? Oh,
We want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of our sponsors out there that have been with us since the very, very beginning. We've got 2 minutes to go. Herbie, grab that bag. 2 minutes to go.
Donna Jones,
Thank
16.
you.
16,
Thank
Donna
you, Donna.
Jones.
Thank you to our sponsors who are wonderful to us, very generous. We're going to be coming to see you again real soon because we're
Santa?
into a brand new season.
If
and
you will.
Sponsorship is always important to us. Now listen, if you've got an idea for Santa, give me a minute. Santa, if you've got an idea for a show, please let us know. Hey, Herbie, give him that address again.
That address is goodtimes@tampanativeshow.com. Good
Santa, get in
times.
there and get you one of them balls.
Miserable elf.
Santa, get in there.
That's a whopper.
Rudolphina,
I'm
you
ready.
ready to go?
I am ready.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
And the winner is
And the winner is number 37.
37. That
Closest.
would be Rick Governale.
All right, Rick Governale, we'll get you that
Rick
shirt.
Governale.
Extra large or large, you
Carry
let us
with
know what
56.
shirt works for you. Alyssa,
Alyssa,
send us an
email.
email and let us know where we can meet you. We'll get you that shirt. Don't let me go over on time, Miss Becky. You were supposed to come in here and wave at the camera, and you never came in here. But ladies and gentlemen, starting the new season next year, Miss Becky Yata is going to be our brand new technical director and our producer. Come in here to say
Comes
hello.
to save the
Erica,
day.
you make sure we don't go over on time. She wants to say
Yes,
hello.
she is.
Come on back here,
Yay.
darling. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to introduce to you Miss Becky Yata. Becky, thank you, darling,
Thank
for
you very
everything you
much.
do. She's going to be our new technical director and our producer
That's
next
gonna
year.
be great.
We couldn't be happier. Ladies and gentlemen, we got about a minute and 15 seconds.
15?
End of the year, you'd like to say something to our fans. Now's a good time.
Take it,
I
elf
sure
boy.
would. Thank you for our fans and our sponsors. Without your support, we wouldn't be here. And also, what's the difference between the Christmas alphabet and the regular alphabet?
I don't know.
Well, the Christmas alphabet has no L.
The first Noel.
Darling, you got something to say?
I would just like to say thank you to all of you, all of our sponsors, all of our fans. We truly do appreciate all of you, and we are having so much fun because of it. So thank you.
Santa, thank you so much for being here as always. We look forward to you being here regular sometime next year. Just come
Absolutely,
in.
yes.
June, April, May, it never makes no
Oh, I can be anywhere I want at any time. I'll be
Ladies
here
and
whenever
gen-
you'd like.
Raise
Good.
your glasses, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Tampa Native Show, I'd like to say as well, thank you. We love you all.
We do.
We appreciate you so much. Don't let me go over on time. Count me down from 10, 9, 8.
I'll see you in the North
15
Pole.
seconds. It's a lifetime. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you and your family. On count of Tampa Steve and the 15-minute girl, Tampa
Please.
Santa Mario Nunez.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz
Salud.
Navidad. Salud and happy days. We love you, Tampa.
Yes, we do.
Back when we were younger and everything seemed new, we used to have a lot of fun, yes we did, no matter what we do. Sleepy days, long summer nights, going anywhere we please, with love that I could call my own, love that I've always known, the city that I call my home, a home from which I never roam. This love affair was meant to be. I love her and she loves me. I remember Tampa, oh, she remembers me. She remembers me. I remember, yeah, yes I do. Oh, I remember, yeah, me and you. I'm a Tampa native, Tampa native, can't you see? I will share my story with you to preserve its history.
Right now, don't forget, Thursdays, 7 p.m. on TBCN, home of the Tampa Native Show.